Hey everyone, I'm Kelsey from Wearable Whisperer, and today I'm going to share 15 things to know about the Fitbit Versa 3. So the first thing to know is that it's the first Fitbit Versa to have built-in GPS. Fitbit claims up to 12 hours of battery life if using the GPS continuously, which means it should be able to last for an entire marathon or an all-day hike or bike ride, assuming you're charged enough before you start. The second thing to know is that it comes with a new type of band. The material is noticeably softer than any of the previous Fitbit Versa bands, and it has a new way to fasten the band. Fitbit calls this their Infinity Band, and you'll probably either love it or hate it. I initially had a hard time getting the band on, but I think that was because my true wrist size falls between two of the sizing holes. Now that I know which sizing hole I use, I'm finding it easier to put on. The third thing to know about the Versa 3 is a welcome change if you've ever owned a previous Versa smartwatch. Fitbit has designed a new band attachment mechanism which makes it exponentially easier to swap out the bands. To remove a band, you just have to push in the latch and pull out the band. To attach a band, you simply push the band into the slot and make sure you hear a click. Tug at the band to make sure it's properly attached and you're good to go. Thing number 4 to know about the Fitbit Versa 3 is that it has yet another new type of charging cable. It's a slim design that attaches to the Versa 3 magnetically, and the Versa 3 can lay flat while charging. It's also Fitbit's first charging cable that is capable of quick charging. Fitbit states that charging Versa 3 for just 12 minutes should give you 24 hours of battery life. But do note that this value will be significantly less if you use either the always-on display or the built-in GPS. Fitbit also states that charging from 10% to 80% should only take 40 minutes. Thing number 5 to know about the Versa 3 is that there is no longer a physical button. Instead, they've designed a haptic button that provides a vibration feedback when it's been pressed. The reason for this is to improve the Versa 3's resistance to water. However, the non-physical button does take some getting used to. Thing number 6 to know about the Versa 3 is that it comes with an updated user interface. I personally think it looks a bit more modern, especially the redesigned notifications, and I'm really happy about having a greater ability to customize what information gets shown when I swipe up from the clock face and in what order. I also like that you can tap on a section to see more detailed information, and it's definitely the most data we've been able to see directly on a Fitbit watch to date. I do notice some lag when swiping up from the display, and even more lag when trying to open the Today app. That's definitely taking too long. But otherwise, I find the current performance acceptable. Thing number 7 to know about the Versa 3 is something I'm personally really excited about: new shortcuts. From the clock face, you can swipe to the right to reveal the quick settings. Tapping on the relevant icon allows you to do things like increase or decrease the screen brightness and enable or disable the always-on display and sleep mode. There are also some button gestures. The first time you press and hold the button, you'll be prompted to choose a shortcut from an impressively long list. You can also double press the button to reveal another 4 shortcuts, and these can even be customized in the Settings app. These shortcuts should make it easier to multitask, like when you want to skip or pause songs while exercising. Thing number 8 to know about the Versa 3 is that it has a new blood oxygen measurement feature, but it's currently quite limited. In addition to seeing a numberless graph of your estimated oxygen variation during an individual night of sleep, you can now see your nightly average blood oxygen level as a percentage. Unfortunately, there is no way to take a blood oxygen measurement on demand, nor does Fitbit seem to give you any blood oxygen data unless you wear your Versa 3 to sleep. You also have to use a specific clock face in order to receive the blood oxygen level as a percentage, and you also have to be a premium subscriber if you want to track your blood oxygen percentage over time. If you do use the specific SpO2 clock face and wear your Versa 3 to sleep, then you'll need to sync your sleep and then wait up to an hour after syncing to see your average blood oxygen level, as well as your minimum and maximum. Thing number 9 to know about the Versa 3 is that it has a new Mindfulness Tile as part of the app experience. You can now track days and minutes of mindfulness and see your history over time, but only if you use Fitbit's in-app mindful sessions, most of which are gated behind a premium subscription. Thing number 10 to know about the Versa 3 is that it has an updated heart rate sensor. Fitbit calls this Pure Pulse 2.0 and says that it is an all-new multipath sensor with an updated algorithm. I'll have a future video that shares my experience with the heart rate accuracy of the Versa 3, so be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on that video. Thing number 11 to know about the Versa 3 is that it will, at some point, include Google Assistant as part of its voice assistant options. Currently, you can choose to set up Amazon Alexa as your voice assistant, and Fitbit says Google Assistant is coming to the Versa 3 sometime in late 2020. Thing number 12 to know about the Versa 3 is that it has a built-in speaker. Unfortunately, the speaker isn't currently used for anything you might expect it to be used for, like to make a sound for alarms or incoming notifications, nor is it used for Amazon Alexa responses. What it will eventually be used for is actually thing number 13 to know about the Versa 3, which is that it will eventually allow you to take quick calls from your wrist using the built-in speaker and microphone. This feature is claimed to be coming soon and still requires you to be near your phone. Thing number 14 to know about the Versa 3 could be a deal breaker. There is no longer the option to transfer your personal MP3 files to the watch. You can download Pandora and Deezer playlists for offline listening, but that's it. Unfortunately, you still can't download Spotify playlists for offline playback. The final thing to know about the Versa 3 is that unlike the Fitbit Versa and Versa 2, there is no special edition. So the only buying decision you have to make is which color you like best. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up below as it really helps this video and my channel, and consider subscribing if you want to see more videos about the Versa 3, other Fitbits, and other wearable content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.